All right, guys, how's it going? How you doing tonight, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. And it's been raining here, so kind of like throwing a monkey wrench into stuff. And I've been trying to stay inside as much as I can, although we do need the rain. It's been nice for the grass and for the fires and all everything that's up here. Clears out the air. It's just been raining off and on. Not real hard. It's supposed to be getting some storms in the next week or so, but I'll hang on. So, anyways, tonight I'm hey grilling and chilling, Mojo. Yeah, I'm stacked tonight. This one, no, it's okay. It's blue. I didn't know that. And I got some pretzels. That's about it. Nothing fancy on the menu tonight. So I hope everybody's had a good week, ready for the weekend, what you're up to. And yeah, so trying to go on a little bit early tonight, or so I didn't have too many things to do. Yeah, it's been a busy week. And, yeah, just trying to get through everything out here. Got a lot of stuff I got to edit and fun stuff. So I actually had to do a little food testing today, so that was okay. And hopefully things will work out later. I got something coming on the next about week or two. That could be a good one, but find out more. But not till November, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And yeah, just been trying to keep an eye on everything that's going on. Hey Zig, you waking up? The cats have been bugging me to death, I'm telling you. Unfortunately, what's happening is the stores do not have much of the cat food that they like, and they don't have cat food, period. So they're running low on supply. They have to traipse all over for the cat food that they like and to see if they have stuff in stock. So to go tomorrow and look for some. I might actually have to go to the cat food stores. I've been actually getting them through like Chewy, but that takes a couple days. So, and then the one you get, you get like a whole case, and then they don't like it. So, yeah, the minute you find something they like, then you buy the whole case, and then they don't like it. That's the way they usually are, finicky. So, yeah. So yeah, a lot of places are getting the selection's not real great right now. They kind of aren't getting the shipments in. Um, Products are not going out. And places are low on things, so yeah, you got to kind of take what you get. You can't be real choosy right now. It brings me back to the beginning when all this stuff went down, and you'd go in there and you'd be lucky if they even had bread, milk, um, eggs. And you used to go out in front and they'd have like a board, and it would say, we're out of, eggs, milk, and it would say like, yeah, hand sanitizer, wipes, TP, back in the very beginning when all that stuff was almost impossible to find. And then they were even getting to the certain days. It's like, okay, well, we get our meat shipment on Wednesdays, we get our vegetables on Thursdays, we get the dairy and all that kind of stuff on Mondays, Yeah, so yeah, but hopefully they'll start getting the shipment in, and we'll be able to get stuff for the cats. They won't cry so much. So anyway, hopefully you guys are finding everything that you can where you're at. I think it's kind of similar everywhere though. And what you do find is very expensive right now. Everything has gone up. Taxes, everything, gas, water. It's all not cheap anymore. So we'll see. But what else? whole lot of things that are out there, new items that are coming out. I've tried a whole bunch. I got to get through and edit them. I've tried a lot of them. I have to go back and try the last one or two of some certain things. And the other day I went to, yeah, the other day when I went to do the reviews, it didn't work out so good. Had a little bit of trouble with one, and then the other one was totally like, they totally screwed my order up. But fortunately I went back, they fixed it. But it was kind of an inconvenience, because when what I ordered that they didn't give me was like $7.50, and then I get in the car and I'm starting to, getting ready to do the review, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not what I ordered, and this is not $7.50. It's like, $2 sandwich, and I'm like, well, I better go back, talk to them, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, they got confused, and they gave me the wrong one, and I was like, okay, good. So it was actually a little bit better this when they made it fresh. So that's always the chance you take. Sometimes I've been doing a lot of this mobile orders. Put in the mobile order, and then you go there. Only trouble is, a lot of times when you go there and you go through the drive-through, you don't know how many cars are in front of you. Sometimes, yeah, it'll be like half an hour. Yeah, and well, that was it. And like I said, normally it wouldn't have been a big problem, but when I was specifically going to be reviewing one item, and it wasn't even close to what I was supposed to be reviewing, and like I said, paid almost $8 for a sandwich, and I didn't get the right sandwich. I had to go back and get the right one. And actually, I got a bonus item, because the one item that they did make, and that I didn't even do a review on it. So, hey, Michael. So at least I got to try the other one for free. I didn't really want to do a review on it because I was actually reviewing another one. No, it was a manager. I guess he got confused because the names were similar, and I had ordered something else. He saw cheddar and bacon, so yeah, it was okay though. Worked out okay. Basically, I got a free sandwich out of it, so it wasn't too bad. Occasionally that happens to me, and normally it happens at the other place, Burger King and Popeyes. And yes, I did try Popeyes, and very disappointed. But the only good thing about that one was the hottie sauce. I don't know, this time around it wasn't so good. But, what are you going to do? It's a far cry from when I first tried that chicken sandwich back, what was it, about 2 years ago, whenever they brought it out first, and then it was out for like about a month, and then they ran out, and then we had that whole thing where you couldn't get it. And it's a big disaster, and they kept saying, well, we don't have it yet, but we will. So, and yeah, and there's a lot of stuff gonna be coming out beginning of November. A whole bunch of things. And there's so many new things, and they're bringing a lot of stuff back. That's the problem. These places are bringing things back, and I have tried them. Yeah, that would not be good. I mean, if you order, order one thing and you give them something different, that won't fly. Especially when you're paying, whatever amount of money to have it a certain way or certain options, and you give them the wrong ones, that you just can't pass it off. Like the one from Vacation, the original Lampoon's Vacation. And he saw, where's my car? You didn't order the powder blue wagon? No, or the pea green metallic family truckster. He said, I could have sworn you owned the powder blue metallic queen wagon. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to pass this off on me. It's not what I ordered. We'll get to the bottom of this. Then they ended up having to take the take the wrong one. Yeah. That was a classic too. You know, they specially changed that around a little bit to make it, hideous looking. Yeah, I remember that one. That was great. They ended up trashing the car by the end of the thing too. So, very funny movie. Had to laugh on that one. Classic. And then they did a remake. The remake was not as good. They tried to pass it off and say, okay, these are the kids and they're doing the vacation. And they brought the parents in, but it wasn't as good. Didn't have the same kind of quality or whatever, I guess. The humor wasn't quite there. Whenever they've been doing that lately with these remakes or reboots of things, they're just not the same. I've watched a whole lot of different ones. What did I watch? Conan. I had forgotten that I saw that one. They did a remake of Conan a couple years ago now. You've been cleaning out your car? Cool. Did you find some change and petrified French fries and who knows what else? Lotto tickets from 1982. And who knows? A lot of different stuff you're gonna find in there too, I'm sure. I need to clean mine out too. I got a lot of stuff in there. Mostly hats. Burger wrappers, stuff like that. Mostly what I got in there now is little mini bottles of water. Every time when I go do the food testing, I take the bottle of water. So I got like about 30 half bottles of water in there. The little mini bottles. So interesting though. At least I always have water in the car, for when it gets hot or if I need something to drink. And haven't been able to find any of some of these other things. I really haven't looked in Walmart or anything. I'm kind of trying to avoid Walmart right now, just because I don't like going there, and it's always a mess. And they never have anything in stock half the time anyway. I try to look online to see if it's there. They haven't been having it. I know there's a lot of new Mountain Dew flavors and other drinks and other products out there. I don't know. And I'm not really into the Halloween stuff this year. I've got a bunch of reviews that I went ahead and did all the candy reviews for Halloween. I got to edit those out and put them out. You might get one or two after Halloween, just because I didn't get to them. But and I know that come closer to Christmas, they're going to have a lot more new stuff too. Yeah, European was probably the least of the lot. I think my ranking would be the original one, Christmas, and then European. And it was kind of like, not as good. And then the last one, that's not even really, it's not the same. But the original and then the Christmas. Yeah, those are the best ones. I mean, it was a cool idea. I it was kind of funny how they kept changing the children. It's like, wait a minute, Rusty and Audrey are different in every movie. Still love the part with the Papa Giorgio. The last one that was with Ed Helms was, I think it was just called Vacation. I don't think it was National Lampoons. I think it was just Vacation. It might have been like, yeah, I don't remember. That was a couple years ago. I think it was like 2018 maybe. And I had that Christina Applegate and Ed Helms, and and they had kids of their own, and it was yeah. Good try, but yeah, they could have done so much better. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, they try to do these reboots. They try to make them funny, and most of the time they just don't pick the right people. The scripts are no good. It doesn't have the magic that it did. So, I mean, it's okay movie. Wouldn't be like something I'd watch all the time, and wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. But yeah. What else? Been catching up on recorded stuff. Really haven't watched any new ones. I know a lot of people watched all the new movies that have come out in the last week or two. The Halloween one. I saw the other ones. The James Bond. I saw Dune. I saw a couple other ones though. Waiting to see if all the new. I think in November they're going to start having some stuff too. So series and stuff are coming back. Doctor Who comes back on the 31st. So if you guys are into Doctor Who, the new episode is going to be on the 31st. So that's about a week. Well, yeah. Well, the long wait is over. They're going to have a new episode. And I heard it's 6 parts. I heard it's going to be 6 parts to this storyline. Now, I don't know if that's the whole season or if that's going to be the first episode. It's going to be like 6 parts and then they're going to move on to like another storyline. But it's going to be interesting. So that'll be cool. And I think they're going to start in November. They're going to start doing the Christmas movies again. What is it? Family Channel or whatever. One of those does the days of Christmas, and all throughout the whole month they played nothing but Christmas movies. All the classic ones that everybody likes. Some of my favorites: Elf, Jingle All the Way. See the ones. Christmas Vacation. Oh boy, there's a whole bunch. I'm trying to think some of the other ones too. Even Santa Claus, that's the other good one. Of course, Christmas Story. They even did a Christmas Story too. So, it was okay. Then they did his Jingle All the Way too. That had Larry the Cable Guy in it. So, and the first one was Arnold trying to get his kid a toy, and then the second one it was Larry the Cable Guy trying to get a toy. And of course, the old classic ones. Christmas Carol and Miracle on 34th Street. Oh, really old ones if you want to get Wonderful Life. Nightmare Before Christmas. All the animated ones are good. Charlie Brown. Been a while. They are. I mean, yeah. And not everybody watches this show. You can find other things to do. A lot of people have big libraries, DVD. Some of them are streaming. A lot of people watch on like Netflix and stuff. They'll watch those kind of ones, but nothing wrong with the Netflix and chill, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Relax and watch some old movies. Help pass the time. No, that's not too bad. I know. And I definitely got to start going through some books and make some stuff for Christmas meals and stuff. I've got a whole lot of them, like slow cooker books and casseroles and stuff like that. I need to go through and find some of those because it's starting to get cold, and I need to get like soups and stews and casseroles and all that kind of stuff. Then really, hearty dinners and stuff that'll stick to your ribs and warm you up. And I actually have tried a bunch, and maybe I'll have to go back and try some of them again. Old classic standbys. A lot of people, you like the classic stuff. Good old home cooking, mashed potatoes and pot roast and meatloaf and soups and stews and whatever else, casseroles, I guess. Big time. I'm sure you guys all have a favorite, maybe dish that you have or something. Maybe you could put in like the slow cooker and let it, cook all day. Actually, I like the one that, the one that I like is the green chili verde. That every time I make that, that's like really, really good. I actually did a recipe for that. Kraut's good, yeah. Sauerkraut, hot dog, sauerkraut, pork chops and sauerkraut, cabbage rolls. Hey, Bowden. It's going okay. Just kind of chilling today. What else? Kraut dogs. Gotta have the right thing though. It depends on what I know spare ribs and sauerkraut. Hot links. Actually I did that the other day. There's a couple of places that stores that have this really good sauerkraut. It's very hard to find. It comes in a bag. It doesn't come in a jar. It doesn't come in a can. Yeah, that's the problem is I can't find the one that's in the bag. And so I ended up having to get the ones like in a jar, I think. And it's okay, but it's not as good as some of those. So some of the bag ones, yeah, really good. Hot links, hot dogs, pork chops. I did make one the other day. I had cabbage rolls with, tomato juice and sauerkraut and a little bit of the cabbage. That's actually really good. I've made a version of cabbage roll soup, so that's really good. And I know everybody has their own classic combo of soup and sandwich, tomato soup and grilled cheese, whatever else. There's a classic combo, clam chowder and crackers, chicken noodle, and I don't know what else. We'll go tuna sandwich maybe, I don't know. Chili and burger, those are good, pretty good, because you can make chili burger. Yeah. Um, a lot of different combos. Yeah, well, they already been kind of off and on. Not real bad ones yet, but I've heard they're coming. They're a coming. Oh yeah, tuna melt and clam chowder. That's kind of classic. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, chicken noodle and I don't know what ham and cheese. I don't know what would good. Actually, I did get one the other day. Canned soup. It was actually really good. It was Progresso spicy chicken noodle in a can. It was actually pretty good. I hadn't had that for a little while. Suppose you could do, yeah. Everybody's got a little their own different soup. Then you get into the wontons, hot sour, those kind of things. Egg drop, wonton. Everybody's a little bit different. Yeah, ribs in the crock pot. You know what actually works good is if you do the ribs in the crock pot, let them cook for a little while, and then put them in the oven for a little while. Yeah, mango habanero, different, because it's sweet and spicy. But yeah, cook them in the slow cooker, and then put them on a rack in the oven for like another hour. Makes them nice and tender. Doesn't make them so soggy, and then you can get that sauce on there. Really do good. So that works good. What else? Crock pot. I'm still trying to find a good recipe for chicken and rice, and I know a lot of them. You put the chicken, you put the like cream of chicken soup, and then you cook it in there. The only trouble is every time I put the rice in there, it either cooks too long and gets all soggy and falls apart, or it doesn't cook long enough and it's like hard. And then that all that juice and stuff gets soaked up by the rice, and then you don't have. Then it's like gloppy. It's really tough. I think with that you almost have to cook the chicken and the soup by itself, and then cook the rice separate, and then spoon it over. That's not bad. Actually, I may make that one recipe that I did. It's actually really good. It's broccoli and chicken with like mushroom soup, and then curry, and then you spoon it over rice. It's actually really good. It's simple too. All you do is I have a recipe, one of my what's for dinner videos. Just steam the broccoli, put it in a casserole dish, add the cream of mushroom or cream of chicken. You cook the chicken, you put that in there, put it with the melted cheddar, a little bit of curry, and there you go. Yeah, there's a whole Campbell's soup cookbook. Ooh, that sounds good. I had one. I don't know if they still have it. They had the one where it was I forget whatever brand it was. It was slow cooker things, and it came with like these packets, and all you did was put the meat, you put it in the slow cooker, and then basically you had it. One of them was pulled pork. That actually was really good. That turned out really good. You just put the pork roast in there, you put that mix, you put a little bit of vinegar and brown sugar, and you let it cook until it falls off the bone, and then you shred it up. Cook it with a little bit of, or add a little sour coleslaw. Make yourself, pulled pork sandwich. Guess you could do with potato salad, stuff like that. That's really good. It's really simple too. You just basically make that marinade and put it in the crock pot and let it cook until it just falls off the bone. That one, you have to do it all day though. You put it in the slow cooker, and it cooks for probably what, 8 hours. Those are the simple ones. You just put them in there. You don't have to do much. You just dump them in and you're good to go. You can, put them the night before. You could put them, in the morning, and then by evening time it's ready. Especially the ones that don't take a lot of prep work. Those are the easiest. Just throw them in and let it go. Or like this, set it and forget it. If you have to do a lot of prep work, it's kind of tough. So, but yeah, like I said, I've got a ton of cookbooks and a ton of recipes. I just got to get through them. Yeah, that's true. Bacon grease. Yeah. I'm trying to think. The other day I had pancakes. Made some pancakes. Just simple ones. But now, expensive for bacon, man. Bacon's not cheap anymore. $8, $9 for a pound of bacon. So, even the like not so good brands. It's true. What I do is I save a little container like a sour cream or something like that, and then I drain the grease into that. Put the lid on it. So that works okay. Some people put like coffee can or something. Or like, I don't know, container. But those work pretty good. Yeah, just save a sour cream or a yogurt, something like that. It has a lid on it. It works good. I actually have some that, you could screen all the stuff out of it. That works okay, I guess. You put it through a sieve. Yeah, it's probably old school way, man. The coffee cans, coffee tins, things like that. That's true. Yeah, you would save the bacon grease and cook your eggs or whatever in it, I guess. Instead of lard, yeah. A little economical, but I don't know. It wouldn't go so good with some of the things. I don't know how good bacon grease would go with like chicken. I don't know. I don't think that would go. You don't want to really have that heavy thing, but it would go good with other stuff, I guess. I'm not a fan of cooking with lard. Yeah, it's not Crisco and lard. And never cared for margarine either. I don't know how the people could go with the margarine. A lot of people were brought up on it. Some people, that's kind of how they cooked, and that's how they learned to cook. So they cook with what their parents did. And if they did use margarine or they used lard, Crisco, I don't know. Not quite the same for me anyway. And a lot of people use the salted butter. I can't get into the salted butter. It has to be unsalted. Salted butter is like, it's overkill. I can't do it. One time I had someone cooked mac and cheese for me, man, and they used everything that was salted, and I tasted it and it was awful. Because they put salt in the water when they cooked the macaroni. They put salted butter in to make oh yeah, I never cared for that either. Salted butter in to make the cheese sauce, and then they put like salt in the other stuff. So it was all a ton of salt, overkill. Took it and I was like, oh man, what'd you do? They said, we always get salted butter. I know that was in the past, you used it to preserve the butter, but no, you don't need it now. unsalted. You'd always add salt yourself. So, yeah, so hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna get a refill, and I'll be right back. And guess what I found at the store? I found the Pepsi Cola black cherry. They had the cream soda, but I kind of like the black cherry a little better. I know a lot of people, I don't know if you like a combo. This reminds me of, when I was little, I always used to get black cherry. You see that? Yeah, you gotta really be careful on that sodium. Watch your sodium intake. Oh yeah. Makes me remember what you would get, like the store brand black cherry, Walmart, Shasta, all the other generic brands, and they would always have black cherry, cherry cola, but black cherry's got a different flavor to it, kind of sweet. I do like that combo, Pepsi Cola and black cherry. I suppose you could make your own, just get regular Pepsi and mix it with black cherry. Whatever flavor, I guess, whatever one. That's kind of like what Dr. Pepper is a little bit different, though. Not quite the same. I wonder if they're ever going to have any other flavors. I know they only did the 2 right now, but maybe they might do a, I don't know that they would do a root beer. Maybe they'll do a lemon lime, ginger ale, something like that. I don't know. And that's what I actually had to try today was different flavors of ginger ale and different flavors of lemon lime. It was okay. Some of them were a little different. And they didn't say what brand they were. They just said, here, taste these 3 flavors and tell us which one you like best. Like, okay, well. But I know they came out with that one a little while ago. It was ginger ale bold. Canada Dry had the bold ginger ale where it was really sharp ginger. Wasn't as sweet. It was very, very strong and really packed a bite when you tried it. It wasn't real sweet. It was very ginger, intense ginger flavor. It's good, especially if you're feeling under the weather. You just want something to quench your thirst. Those were really good. I remember having ginger ale and Hawaiian punch parties. Or 7-Up and Hawaiian punch, or orange juice and Hawaiian punch. The party punches that you'd have at your potlucks, I guess. You'd have like a Christmas party with all your relatives and stuff, and it was like, okay, well, you make a ice mold and then you put pineapple chunks, I guess, in there. Someone would spike the punch. Gotta watch out for that. You have to watch the people spiking the punch, or the next thing you know. That's why every time at holidays, man, you get the family get-togethers, always a fight. People get in trouble, and people that don't see each other once a year, and you always got an uncle or somebody that gets on everybody's nerves, and then they get up fighting, and sometimes gets physical, and then they end up leaving and don't come back. Kind of like the old Eddie Murphy routine where he talked about having a barbecue and Aunt Bunny and Uncle Gus. Those were good. Oh man. Yep. All the time of years when you got family, they come by and problems start. And it's even worse if they're just drinking. You have your beers, you have your drinks or whatever. You get the family get-togethers and they get smashed. And the next thing you know, yeah, turns bad. That's why the people don't get together much anymore. Now I guess it's a little more virtual. Maybe a virtual family gathering. Probably be safer. Don't have the people causing trouble. So, oh yeah, I sent away for these. I got a whole lot of stuff coming in the mail. I don't even remember what I did. I was online and I was looking for stuff, and they said, hey, try this item for free samples and just pay the shipping. And some of the ones are just like sample packs, and they were like $1 or $2. It was like energy drink packets, in the little tubes. What else? I got another one. I got an energy thing and a shaker. I got one of those coming. I actually ordered this one, and I've actually seen these. I've seen people do a review of this. I ordered this the other day. They came in like a day, and I'll be trying these. I don't know anything. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these or heard of these. It's called Vita Energy Caffeine Mints. Caffeinated mints. And it came with a sampler pack. There's like 5 flavors in here. I think it was like $1. I think I paid $1.99 for the shipping on these. It says 2 mints are the same as a cup of coffee for caffeine. So I'll be trying those. I'll just show you guys the flavors of these. They only came with each pack's only got 3 mints in them, so not they cost more. And here I can get get half off an order if you want to buy them for the whole thing. And got all these little packs here. This is a chocolate mint, cinnamon, spearmint, peppermint, and wintergreen. Like I said, 3 mints each, and it was $1.99. Not terrible, but so what? 15 mints for $1.99. I'm sure that's not the greatest deal, but I'm gonna try them, and they're supposed to have caffeine, give you a little pep up. And I don't even know how much it was for it was like a bottle of them. But you could go to Vita Mint. What is it called? GoViter.com. Go check them out. You can get your own sample pack, I guess. I had a lot of those. I was trying to go through and find stuff that was cheap samples, because actually what happens is I had a lot of gift cards that I got from when I did my food testing, and they pay you in these virtual cards, and you redeem them online. And I had a whole lot of them that were like had like $1.50, $2 on them. Some of them I got like 35 cents on it. And you can't combine them to pay things. So I was going through, and some of these ones that had like $1.50, $2. I used those. And the good thing about that is, if you've only got like $2 on your card or whatever, there's no hidden fees. Like some of them, I've seen them, and it says just pay shipping, and then they want you to sign up for a subscription, or they want you to sign up for different options. And it's like, oh well, hey, for so much more you can get this other thing, and we'll give this to you. So that way you will know exactly how much is on there. And then they can't drain your bank account, or they can't mess you up, put you on a subscription because you only got a couple dollars left. So that works better that way. Same with when they want you to verify that you're over 18, and they want you to put a credit card. You won't be charged, but they want you to have a credit card to verify that you're over 18. I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of leery about those kind of things. That want you to verify who you are, and then the next thing you know, you got a charge on your account that you didn't authorize, and it takes forever to get it reversed. It happened to my sister one time. She signed up for something, and then they put her on some kind of monthly subscription to some kind of service or whatever, and she didn't ever do it. She bought something online, and they gave her all this mumbo jumbo, and then apparently it just started showing up on this thing, and they said she agreed to it, but she said she didn't. And it took them like a couple months to get it to reverse the charge. And some of those ones, they don't really have a service department, and they're over in Abu Dhabi or some other country. You don't know about it. Customer service is like non-existent. Can't ever talk to anybody. So you got to be careful on those things. And some of them I was actually looking at, I was like, hey, this is a good idea. And I was going to get it, and it's like, just pay shipping, the shipping charge, and you get the free item. And it's like $17.99 shipping. Like, no, not paying that. Even some of these other ones, yeah, the shipping rates have gone up now. I think the post office put a thing in that said that they had to raise the rates and put it back in, because everybody's shipping, Amazon, UPS, everybody's charging more for shipping because everybody's getting stuff mail order. So I guess the rates have gone up. There for a while they had a flat rate of the post office was a certain flat rate. 1 pound was like, I don't know, it was like $3.85 or something for a long time, but now I think it's like $4 and $5 for the flat rate. So it's going up, and then depending on where you want to send it, it could be more. Yeah, the way everything is, though. Always got to pay a little bit more. Always rates go up all the time. Same with stamps. I remember when you used to first get the stamps. This is how old I was. I know some people said, yeah, it was only 3 cents, and then I remember a long time it was 10 cents, and then it went up to like 13 cents, and then was it 22, and then 25, and then I don't even know what the actual rate is right now for a stamp. I think it's like 50 cents for a stamp now. There for a long time it was like 39 cents, and I don't even know. You know what? I don't even know what the price is. And now they got these ones. You get them through there. They're called forever stamps. They don't actually have a price on them. They have a price for when you buy them, and then the rate gets locked in. So when you buy them, it's equivalent of one stamp, regardless of when you use it. So those are the best way to go. But you know they're gonna raise it every time. So it just depends on when you buy them. And buy them when they're cheap, because tomorrow they can go up. And unfortunately, some of them you can buy them at like your bank or your ATM, but then they charge you a service fee to buy the stamps. So yeah, not only you have to pay for the stamps, you got to pay for the service fee for the ATM or your bank charge or whatever. It's like, dang, man, they get you all every time they tack a fee on, they tack a tax on something. Customs, things like that. I don't, I don't do too much overseas or other places shipping, but and I have actually noticed sometimes I've looked online and they say something like, "This does not ship to the U.S." and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if it's regulations or that country they're not letting you import from that country. I'm not really sure. There for a while, yeah, they were blocking all the imports from China. Couldn't do it. Oh yeah. All right. See, Paul. Thanks for stopping in. When I went the other day, sorry. The other day, the folks at Jeff's Famous Beef Jerky, they sent me out chocolate chip cookies. Actually, tried those out. Pretty good. So not only do they have beef jerky, they got chocolate chip cookies. They got beef sticks. I'm not really sure what else they have, but and along with the cat there, the little cat. That's kind of cool. Oh, he's there now with the rest of the gang. Well, yeah. Let's see what else. Not a whole lot. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing good and staying, I guess, warm and safe now because it's starting to get cold. It's winter time. It's officially winter time, so it's going to be cold and rainy and wet. Some places might have snow. I don't know. Maybe it's not that cold yet. But certainly, yeah, it is getting windy and wet and rainy. We've been getting a little bit here, not a whole lot, but it's gonna start. It's gonna start storming, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Just hoping it won't be on the days I need to go places. Hopefully, I have to check the weather and see what they're like on those certain days and make sure, you know. We'll see. And it could be that it might not be in the certain areas, you know, where I'm going. They may not have it, or they may have it like later in the day, or I don't know yet. But hopefully it won't be that bad. Anything else? Not a whole lot. Like I said, fairly quiet today. Nice and quiet. No, a lot of not a lot of people are up right now. I think a lot of people are off to bed already. Like I said, some people, what is it now? It's like 1 o'clock probably. Yeah, it's a little after 1, so that's like what, 2, 3, 4, 4 o'clock East Coast time. I don't know what it's like in the other places, but yeah, so yeah, probably most of the people are asleep. Like I said, I know I go a little bit late, and I know not everybody's up this late sometimes. It's not a very popular show, but I'm just here to hang out with you guys, see what you guys are up to, check in and see what's going on with you guys, how everybody's been doing, anything that anybody saw out there. A lot of crazy stuff going on right now in the news and all that. Still, some of it's just weird. I mean, all this stuff that's going on, I just can't believe some of it. And hopefully, things will get better as we go along. Saw a few people. I was talking about this one the other day, that guy from Bosom Buddies passed away. That was didn't think about that, but it turned out, yeah, he'd had cancer for the last 2 years. So yeah, too sad to see him go. But and then of course all this craziness that's going on with Alec Baldwin and that whole thing. And that's just weird because it's too much like the Brandon Lee thing. All right, see you, Paul. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. But yeah, that was just too weird with the Brandon Lee thing. The parallel to that, how there was a live ammo in the gun. Yeah, and I guess they stopped the production on that thing, so they got to investigate it and figure out what happened. But yeah, it was like the whole thing was like cursed, like the Brandon Lee. And then I know the Bruce Lee thing too was like kind of cursed on that one. I don't know. That was like the whole thing with the Bruce Lee thing, and he died. I saw this one thing years ago, and they were theorizing how Bruce Lee died, and one of the ones that people thought, and then they said it was mostly ridiculous, was he got in a fight. He got jumped by a bunch of people. They all beat him up, and then he got a blow to his head or something. That's how he died. And he died of a brain aneurysm, but they said it was brought on by attack. All these people were attacking him and kicking him and punching him, and that's what led to it. And it was like totally ridiculous. And then they said some said he wasn't really dead, like he was in that one movie. He staged his death. He put a what was it, like a porcelain head in the grave, in the coffin. It wasn't really him, and he was doing it to disappear and go underground. And then he had facial surgery. Something about, they said something about he got hit by a bullet, and then it caused his face to be disfigured, and then he had facial surgery. That was that one movie that he did, and he kind of changed it because they had to get someone to finish the part, kind of like they did with Brandon Lee. They used like computer animation. They used like a stand-in, and they changed his face to do certain scenes. Because after he died, they didn't really have it finished, but they made a computer mock-up. They overlaid the other person that looked similar to him. Like in one scene, there was like a mirror, and they overlaid his face, put it in there, and then they had like a kind of look alike, and they filmed them from the back. You know, they had to finish it somehow, but I know they did that with who was the other one? Peter Sellers. They did that Pink Panther, and he died, and then they kind of they filmed other scenes, and then they made it like where he disappeared. And a lot of that stuff. Yeah, the people died, and then they still had to finish the movie, so they either kind of wrote him out, or brought in someone else, or changed the storyline or something. That he disappeared, and they do that a lot. Sometimes I do have stunt doubles though. See, that's kind of weird though, when they try to have a double and they try to film them. It doesn't work right most of the time. And sometimes it's a little, you know, kind of ruins the movie. I know a lot of times when people die before the movie's done, they should, you know, they'll release it and it's like halfway done. It's usually not the best. I know they kind of did that with, I think they, with the one of the last, what was it, Fast and Furious 7, I think it was. They had enough of the enough of his scenes in there though to finish the movie. So, but they kind of pieced it together, and but I think they still had some other scenes that they wanted to film, but then he died before he could get them done. That actually happens a lot. You know, these people don't get to finish their movies, or they die. Some of them I've even seen where they write movies for them, and then they die before they could actually start filming it, or they started filming it and then they didn't get enough to finish it, so then they kind of have to write them out of the script, or I don't know. But that's been happening a lot. Get these people and they don't get to finish them. I know they did that with what was it, Chris Farley? He had a couple movies where they were kind of unfinished, but they went ahead and put it together anyway. What was that one? Wagons East, I think, was his last one. I don't think he finished it, but they kind of had enough, I guess, to make sort of a movie. They do that a lot. And then the ones I don't like is when they'll do a movie, they'll bring it back, they'll bring a whole different person, you know, they'll say, okay, well, this is the new person now. I think they're going to be doing that with somebody else. They're going to kind of make it like a Doctor Who kind of, you know, the person will, the character will be there, but they're going to get a new person for, I don't know, the role. Now, like, I'm sure you've probably heard it by now. Don't want to spoil it too much, but they're going to have a new Bond. Now, I don't know if it's going to be an official person, or they're just going to redo the whole thing and make another character, James Bond, or if they're just going to say, okay, well, we'll keep the spirit, and this new person will come in and he'll be the new James Bond. In name only, you know, they said like carry on, like, you know, Doctor Who, the person actually dies, but they carry the role on. New person. So it's kind of weird how they can, you know, keep the role going. Like, what was it? Princess Bride and the Dread Pirate Roberts. They took over, and then the other Dread Pirate Roberts went away, and someone else took over the name and became Dread Pirate Roberts until he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. Then someone else took it over. It's a good idea. I mean, especially when you get these people in these roles and keep it going for quite a long time, and it's like, well, you can't have the same person all the time, but you can still have the character carry on. like, you know, Santa Claus. If you fall off the roof and then you put the suit on and then you become Santa Claus. That was funny. I like that one. How they have him. He put the suit on and he became Santa Claus. That was classic. The first one was good. The second one was okay. The third one was not very good, but the first one or two were good. Third one, nah, wasn't so good. But the original one, classic, great one. Kind of how he came about the role. Santa fell off the roof, and he had to take over. I'm sure you guys have favorite Christmas movie. So everybody likes different ones for different reasons. Seems to be Elf is one of the popular ones. Santa Claus, Christmas Vacation. Those are kind of A Christmas Story. A few other, Jingle All the Way. I know there's a whole bunch of other ones. I can't think of some of them. Then there were some of the other ones that were okay. What was it? Fred Claus. Of course, all the animated ones. And some of the other ones lately, I don't know. Some of them are right. And then they get the corny ones from like Hallmark, the romantic Christmas ones with the has-been actors, B-list movie actors. You know, country singers, and then someone else, and they have like a romance, and you know, it's like they end up getting together, and those are all really corny though. I'm just talking like regular, you know. Oh, Home Alone, that's and the other one that's a Christmas considered Christmas is Die Hard. Only takes place at Christmas, but I know that's considered a Christmas classic, I guess. Welcome to the party, pal. Wouldn't be the same without watching Die Hard or something like that. Of course, all the old animated ones, the stop motion, the cartoons, Charlie Brown, Frosty the Snowman. Those are classics, but some of the other ones, usually I end up watching those pretty much every year. But yeah, some people are more into the, you know, the old classic ones, the old time, Wonderful Life, Christmas Carol, I guess. What's that one? Miracle on 34th Street. Those are really old classics, but yeah, the one I like watching is the Doctor Who Christmas specials. Those are not bad. I know they're going to have one for Halloween. I don't know if they're going to actually have a Christmas special this year or not. And then they had the singing and dancing ones sometimes. The variety shows. Old ones were funny, man. Like Donnie and Marie and Osmonds and Pat Boone and Perry Como. Like the one Gumby Christmas special. I'm Gumby, damn it. This is my Christmas special. Some of them were just funny. I'm sure you guys have your own favorite that you like. And yeah, usually you probably have to have a favorite that you watch every year. If it's not on, you know, you probably have it on DVD, or you watch it when it comes on again. There's a couple that I like. but I haven't seen them for a little while. And I know they're gonna have some of the Halloween ones if they haven't already put them on. Charlie Brown Christmas or Charlie Brown Halloween. Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, I haven't really seen that. Been a while since I watched that. That was kind of weird. And they got the other, some of the other ones. Let's see what else. So is anybody dressing up? Having any costumes, decorations? I don't know. Are you carving pumpkins? And what else? Could be handing out candy, I guess. I used to carve pumpkins a long time ago, but yeah, kind of got out of that one because I don't put them on the porch anymore. They end up going rotten, and then the kids end up taking them and smashing them. And I used to do it. Some of them get really elaborate. They got those carving kits and stuff, stencils. Some of them are really cool. Some people used to make candies and stuff. Pumpkin pie's not bad. Now, have you ever made pumpkin pie from pumpkin? Not from a can, not from a mix or stuff like that. I remember one year I went to when I was working, and somebody's wife had never made pumpkin pie in their life. They made pumpkin pie from real pumpkin, not from the can, not from the thing, and they didn't know how to do pumpkin. It was not a good pumpkin pie. Apparently she didn't know how to make it. She just diced up the pumpkin and put it in the pie shell. She didn't puree it. She didn't add any milk or sugar or anything like that. And it was just like chunks of stringy pumpkin in the pumpkin pie. It was not good. But she didn't really know, I guess, how to do that. The one guy said it looked like pumpkin pie. It smelled like pumpkin pie, but it sure didn't taste like pumpkin pie. No flavor, no sweetness, no thing. And she didn't even puree it or chop it or blend it or anything like that. It was all stringy. It was just like pumpkin casserole, I guess. I don't know that I've ever made. I don't think I've ever made it with pumpkin. I've done it from the can, pumpkin pie, mix and stuff. I've done that. But yeah, pumpkin pie is good. Pumpkin custard. They had what is it? Pumpkin pie pudding. That's not bad. Sweet potato pie, pecan pie. A lot of those for holidays are pretty good. I guess everybody's got a little bit different favorite when it comes to pie. If they like the cream pies or the fruit pies or some of them. I like the Boston cream pie. Those are good. Technically, they're not pie, they're cake, but yeah. I actually was going to get one of those, but ended up not getting them. I'll figure out something again. But yes, pumpkin pie is good. Pumpkin casserole, sometimes people have those. Like squash soup, they have strawberry rhubarb pie is good. Yeah, strawberry. See the ones, custard. Good custard pie. Chocolate cream. Yeah, they have strawberry tarts. The one place that I go to occasionally is they got a place here called Nations. It's hamburgers and pies. And a lot of times I'll go there and I'll look and I'll see all the different pies they have, the cream pies, fruit pies, cheesecake, all that stuff. They're pretty good, but now they're getting pricey. $5 a slice, and like full pie is like $15 almost. So they're good pie. But yeah, they got hamburgers and breakfast and pies. You always look and see all the different pies in the display case. Some of them look really good. Occasionally I go there, get a hamburger, fries. Sometimes I'll get their breakfast. And they are fresh baked pies. They're not frozen and reheated and all that. I don't know. The frozen pies just don't have the same appeal right now. I've tried some of them, Mrs. Smith's, and I don't know what some of the other ones. Not quite the same. But yeah, that's a good time of year now to do pies and cakes and cookies. That's the other thing. Normally I don't know if I'm going to want to do gingerbread cookies this year or not. Sometimes I do them. I don't know. This year, not really feeling the cookie vibe. I might do chocolate chip, but I'm not going to do the whole gingerbread where I roll them out and make the cutouts of them and decorate them. I don't know. This year, just not really feeling it. But maybe I'll get inspired. Maybe I'll make some chocolate chip or peanut butter. Or, I'm not real big on oatmeal, but chocolate chip M&M cookies, sugar cookies. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole the cookie cutters and all that. The one thing I might try to make. I've seen it. Actually, it's pretty easy. If you guys watched the Squid Game and you saw how they made that honeycomb candy, apparently it's very easy. You just take like a metal ladle, put some sugar in it, you melt it over the stove, and then you add a little bit of baking soda, and then you stir it, and then you press it out. And if you have like a shape cutter, I guess you could put the star or whatever and dry it on like a wax paper. It makes like a honeycomb kind of candy. Looks really simple. When I was showing, I saw a lot of people, they showed how to just put it in a little ladle or maybe like a little pot, put it on the stove, melt it up, and then add that little bit of that baking soda, and then you stir it up and put it in there, and it makes like a flat, press it out. That'd be kind of cool. And then the whole thing is you put the cookie cutter shapes and you try to get the thing out before breaking the shape. Be a challenge. But yeah, it's just sugar candy. Kind of like brittle, I guess. Toffee. But then not much else to sugar and a little bit of baking soda. Not much. Even at the very, very end, you put a little bit after it's pretty much melted, and you stir it up and then put it on the thing, cool down. That wouldn't be too bad. Some people do a lot of fudge. They do peanut brittle. What else? Toffee. Divinity, fudge. The fudge was way too sweet for me. I know some of those people would do that. The white fudge, peanut butter fudge. Or you get them at like the candy stores too, but that's kind of expensive. Remember, you go in there and you get like a pound of fudge. And with that, man, you just keep pouring sugar until it doesn't melt anymore. And it's like way, way, way too sweet. I couldn't deal with some of that fudge. It was a little too much for me. But some people like the super sweet stuff. And then you put nuts in it, or you put other stuff in it. Yeah, so it would be nougat and fudge and yeah, bonbons and what's that other one? Truffles. Those are very rich too. I wouldn't mind doing those, but yeah, it's pretty intense. I remember one of them was used to be peanut butter. It was like peanut butter balls, and then they had like chocolate coating. You know what? I have a I have an old cookie book. Should go through and look up for the recipes of those. So, and it's like this one is like straight out of the 60s or 50s, and it's so old the cover's like all breaking apart, but still's got pretty good picture. I think it's Betty Crocker cookbook for cookies, and it's so old, man. The cover's all falling apart, but the book itself is still intact. And they had a lot of the old cookie recipes, and some of them are kind of cool, but I don't know if I'd be able to try them. Maybe I'll do a maybe I'll do a recipe one time. I'll make some cookies. Do a video like what I actually had one. It was what's for dessert. Maybe I could do a batch of cookies. Some of them are like a little more intense and stuff. They had one that was like candy cane, was like sugar cookies, and you have to uh, half of it's white, half of it's red, and then you have to intertwine them and then bake them like a little candy cane. And then they had some that had like peanut butter, and some of them, it's like real elaborate, some of them. I don't know if I have that much patience to do all that stuff. Some people love baking. Cookies, cakes, pies, breads. Actually, I do have a bread maker. I hardly ever use it though. I don't know, it doesn't quite do the same. I don't know. Let's see if I could find that. See if I can find that one day and show it to you guys. Got a lot of cool pictures, but like I said, straight out of the 50s. Old time, the old picture cookbooks and Betty Crocker and some of these other ones that were like old school, man. Just had the basic old pictures, and it's been around for years and years and years. And I think it was one of the first editions, but like I said, the cover's all messed up and torn apart, and I think I've made like two different kinds of cookies out of there. Real basic chocolate chip, peanut butter, and then they get a little more, some of them are elaborate, like lemon, and yeah, really cool though. I like the pictures of all the cookies that they have in there. And that was back, when they would show these pictures of the cookies. They were kind of cool. And you look at them and go, oh wow, that looks good. I gotta try making that one. And then half the time when you made it, didn't turn out quite like the picture. And it's like, I'm not that talented. Or like, hey Harden, how's it going? So I don't know. It's been a while. Making cookies is a lot of work though, because you got to make a whole batch. You got to have the mat. You got to if you do molds and stuff, and you got to cook them out of the batches. It's a lot of work, and sometimes making them from scratch, yeah, you got to get all the ingredients, and it's not cheap anymore. Butter. Yeah, you know what? Rhubarb itself is not good. It's like a bitter celery kind of thing. You almost have to combine it with sugar, or a lot of times strawberry rhubarb. Almost always strawberry rhubarb. Or yeah, you just have to put it in with sugar, maybe sometimes eggs. Definitely, yeah. It has to have sugar, maybe a little vanilla. But yeah, strawberry rhubarb. plain rhubarb. You can make like a rhubarb jam. Those are still not bad. It's just yeah, rhubarb is a whole different thing. My mom tells me stories about when she was little and her grandfather used to grow rhubarb, and then they'd make rhubarb jam and pies and casseroles, crumbles, all the different stuff. I've had a couple. It's actually really good. Really? would like you just ate the dragon fruit, or yeah, I don't know. I've seen it. I just haven't really tried it. I've actually seen it, yeah, in the grocery store. Yeah, one dragon fruit is like $6, $7. So yeah, I guess yeah, it's weird. And it's got all those seeds, but I have seen them. They got different kind of dragon fruits. They got the red ones and then they got the white ones, so different intensity. But I go to the one place and it's got all the different exotic fruits, like yeah, was it star fruit and persimmons and horned melon and dragon fruit and mangoes and all that other stuff. Yeah, I understand. I've had a lot of drinks and stuff with dragon fruit that it really doesn't have a flavor to it per se. It's one of those ones you got to kind of rely on other things to bring the flavor out of it. Combine it with things. Yeah. That's why I usually don't get those kind of exotic fruits and all those other things. I remember the one that was a big pain was the pomegranate. You get those pomegranates and you got to get those seeds out of there. And sometimes you'd eat the seeds and, there wasn't much to them. And you got to spend all that time getting those seeds out of there. And then sometimes, yeah, you'd juice them. Sometimes you'd just eat them. But yeah, pomegranates, those were another one of those that was a lot of work to get very little out of it. Not a lot of flavor. Yeah, I've seen those. It's got a different, distinct flavor. It's kind of got a weird aftertaste too. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Getting those seeds out of those pomegranates is a pain. And if you buy the juice in like a bottle, they're very expensive. Those are usually combined stuff too. But I don't know. Don't get too much. I don't get too much fruits in wintertime. I'm just not into that. But I know it's like a rhubarb and all that stuff, kind of like a winter thing. Yeah. A double down? A double down? What, like KFC or something else? I don't know if KFC has a double down. I don't know that they have that one. But I have done a ton of new. I did a ton of new ones, so just got to get them done. And I still have to go back and try some of the last ones of versions of things I haven't got yet. But I will get to it. Been a busy week this week, so did a whole lot of different reviews already. Like I said the other day, I had a little bit of issue with some of them. The place kind of screwed up the order, and yeah, didn't work out so good, but I got it done anyway. Yeah, and they're like $7 for a little thing of pomegranate juice, and sometimes it's mixed with like cherry or something else. I've actually seen those. Those are kind of weird. I think they actually are having a. Um, I think there's a pomegranate uh, Sierra Mist or something. I know they get cranberry, and I think I've seen the one in pomegranate. The one year they did that Merry mashup, and it was like a cranberry pomegranate mixture. I've seen some of those. But yeah, and I found actually today I found this one in the cans, the Pepsi Black Cherry. Found that one in the 12 pack. They had the cream soda one, but I didn't want to. I don't know. The cream soda I didn't like as much. A little sweet though. And then yeah, a whole bunch of other things I still got to try. Still on the lookout. I haven't really been to the store to find new stuff. I've got so much stuff that I've got still to try, and I've got so much things that I've actually done. Yeah, see, that's what they kind of did was they're going for the retro look. They're calling it Soda Shop, and they're kind of making it like old time, I guess like 50s, like the soda fountain and all that stuff they used to have. I guess that's what they're going for, the old time vibe, Kind of cool. Makes it throwback to when you were, diners and soda fountains and all that stuff. And you used to get the ice cream sundaes and floats, or like you get cherry Coke, and they would actually put the syrup in it. Cherry Coke. Make mine a cherry Coke. They just add the syrup to the whatever it was, a Coke, and they put vanilla Coke and lemon lime, and I don't know what else they, whatever syrups I guess they would add to it, grenadine. All those soda fountains, yeah, they just add stuff to it. Kind of like what they do now with the freestyle machines and the other stuff. Same with Starbucks. They add the sweeteners to it. You can get all the different flavors: hazelnut, vanilla, whatever else, I guess. But old time, definitely. Yeah. When you go in at the counter and you get yourself, a sandwich and milkshake, I guess. Egg creams, phosphorus. Old diner time, sandwich counters, and yep, soda jerk. They would mix it with the milkshake, or they would make the phosphorus or the egg cream or the milkshake or whatever else, I guess. And then they would have the yeah, you get like a sundae or a banana split or something like that. Parfait. Old time. And then yeah, they would have like real simple stuff like a sandwich or a hamburger. Basically it. Yeah, I remember Woolworths. That was one of the ones. I guess Woolworths had like a lunch counter. Old fashioned kind of thing. Yeah, you get real basic. Yeah, sandwiches, hamburger, cup of coffee, pie, malts. Yeah, yeah, malt shakes, sundaes. Kind of like goes into that. Yeah, sometimes you can't even find them anymore. They won't make them because they use that malted thing, and not everybody has malted. And like I said, I wish they would have. I wish they had the malts like I used to get in the paper cups with the little wooden spoons that you use to eat them. They don't make those anymore. Those were the best. You get them at the ball game. You get them at the uh, ice cream man used to have them. Ball games. Get it like Disneyland or something. I believe it was Carnation, and it was in a paper cup, and then you pulled the lid off, and then you had the little wooden spoons, and you'd eat it with the chocolate malt. Yeah, but like I said, they don't do that anymore. But yeah, all the ball games used to have it, malts. They'd come around and give them to you. Kind of like the Wendy's Frosty, but like not soft serve, hard packed. But they do not do that anymore. It seems a shame too, because they're really good. I like those. Malts were good. Yep. Ice cream in a cup. Sometimes you could find the little ice cream cups, and all it is like swirled. It's like chocolate with a little, or it's like vanilla with a little swirl of chocolate. You don't see those too often though, and I know they don't have those big malt cups anymore. Somewhere they went away. Sometimes you can get them at like 7-Eleven or stuff, but I don't think they have them there anymore. Kind of reminding me like the fudge sickles and the old time stuff. And there for a while, Dryers put out the malt ice cream, and those were the best. They were like little half gallons, and then they were real simple. It was like chocolate, vanilla, and a couple other flavors. It was just malted special edition or whatever. They were out for a little while and they went away. Oh yeah, makes you think of the doctor, a little tongue depressor, kind of like that. Actually, you know what? The one place that I been going now, Nations, they give you, if you get chili or you get stuff like that, they give you the little wooden. They're actually wooden spoons now, made out of like recycled wood instead of plastic. Going with these like kind of like reprocessed wood. Guess they want to get away from all the whole plastic and the things like that. Yeah, that's it. No one wanted to eat ice cream with a tongue depressor. But they would do that. I mean, you get those at the... Get those, and yeah, little wooden spoon, man. Been a long time. Ice cream man used to have the best stuff, but now they don't. And you don't see them too much anymore. Occasionally I hear them coming, but very, very few and far between. Once in a while, and I don't even, you know what, I wouldn't even know how much they cost. And most people don't have cash. When the ice cream man comes around, you don't have cash sometimes. And I don't know that they take credit at the ice cream truck. But I don't know. They used to have all the good, push pops, fudge sickles, popsicles, missiles. You don't see that too much anymore either. The push-up, the little paper tube, and they have the sherbet inside. Yeah, actually I've tried one of those Mexican popsicles. I mean, the flavors are kind of cool, but they weren't that great. Yeah, I tried like a mango and a bubble gum and a something else, but I didn't really care for it. And yeah, now this stuff seems small too. The little missile pops and the little bomb pops and all that. Yeah, no, not the same though, man. Guess when you were a little kid though, they were always bigger because you were like a little kid. But they had the push, yeah, the push pops and the popsicles and well, then they had candy too, but mostly without popsicles, missiles, bomb pops. Sometimes they had that Choco Taco, um, creamsicle, Eskimo pie. Yeah, yeah, but it was a whole different thing when you were little. It was kind of the treat. They come around all the time. You go, drumsticks. That's the other one. They have those, but not the same as the ones you would get at the ice cream man. Drumsticks. Those were good. Oh yeah. Yeah, they try to redo that, and it's not as good. Sugar free. Yeah, that was the fudgesicles are now sugar free, and they're not any good. I had those, or it was low fat. I think it was low fat fudgesicles. Nah. If it's not gonna, yeah, same. They've done that with everything though. Hostess when they redid the thing, and uh, a couple other ones. Yeah, they're getting smaller, and you look at them and they're like, wait a minute, I don't remember them being like this. But I guess times changed. Hmm. Yeah, it just seems like a lot, a lot different from when we were little kids. Yeah, I did not care for the. I want the real thing with all the calories and bad stuff in it. Don't want low fat or non-fat fudgesicles. I want it made with real stuff. Darn it. Yeah. And I don't want ice cream substitute and all that stuff. No, I want the real thing. They've done that with cereal too. Now they're making them healthy and multi-grain and just take the flavor out. No sugar. Where's the fun in that? If you're gonna eat it, you know, you want all the sugar and everything. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the thing they're going for to be healthy and whatever, but nah, I mean, come on, guys. Get with it. Kids don't want all the healthy stuff. They want the stuff that tastes good. Full sugar, all the bad stuff. Vitamin D. Vitamin D milk and full sugar ice cream and real chocolate. That's the thing. That's the one good thing about this one is this is real sugar. Made with real sugar for a sweet nostalgic treat. It's not that sucralose or uh, aspartame or anything like that. And it's not the fructose. And this is real sugar. That's why it's really good. It's real sugar, not the fake stuff. Corn syrup and all that. It's not as good. But yeah, it's a real throwback to the old days. Made with the real stuff. Like they did the Mexican Coke and the Mexican Pepsi. Real sugar. And no substitute, really. All these artificial zero sugar ones, aspartame, sucralose, all that. Yeah, that's what I said. It's sugar. It's natural. It's not chemical. Guess that's why it's good. Yeah, I've actually had the real sugar Coke and the real sugar Pepsi. It's definite. There's a definite difference to them, and especially when you get them out of the bottle. I've tried those ones. Mexican Coke in the bottle, Mexican Pepsi in the bottle. They also still have 7 Up and Sprite in the bottle. A few other ones too. I think they've got Crush and some of these other ones in bottles. But the real stuff, not the fake artificial. But anyway, that's yeah. Try to go for the real stuff when you can. I know there for a while they were having some throwback, and what was it, Mountain Dew, Coke, Pepsi. Some of these other ones were doing a throwback to the real sugar. I don't know if they still are or not. Really? I haven't heard too much about it. Waiting for the Doctor Who to come out on Halloween. New Doctor Who season starts on the 31st, so that'll be out. And then what else? Yeah, a few other ones. And like I said, I've been trying to keep an eye on stuff. And I've just been lately. I've been busy working on reviews, working on other stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I've heard good and bad. Some people said no, some people said yes. I'm not a horror fan, so I don't know. And I'm waiting for some of the other ones to come out. New seasons of things. I haven't heard too much. I did see a bunch of movies that came out. I saw the James Bond. I saw Dune. I saw. There was another one I saw. Mortal Kombat. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't think I'd even watch it. There were a couple other ones that had came out. I just didn't get a chance to watch them yet. Waiting for some of the series to come out too. I don't know, man. It was about 2.5 hours, and it put me to sleep. I don't know. Maybe it was just I wasn't paying attention or whatever. It seemed like just a whole lot of walking through the desert. They didn't even get into the storyline really, like, with the people feuding and about the spice and all that stuff. It was just about these guys walking around in the desert. They showed the worms a little bit, but I don't know. Wasn't anything like the regular. Yeah. And they didn't really get into the characters either. It was just mostly the main guy going through the desert and flying the ships. And yeah, I don't know. You could check it out if you want. I just was very, very bored. All it seemed was just in the desert the whole time. They didn't even really show the other characters and the interactions and all that. I don't know. Maybe I might go back and watch it again. I'm not sure. The one that I watched wasn't the best quality, and it was kind of hard to see and kind of fuzzy. And well, yeah, I remember reading. I didn't read the book, but I remember the book was out, and when I was in like high school, everybody was like, "Hey, you got to read Dune. It's a good book." Back when we read. Back when kids would read the book. You didn't watch the movie, you read the book. I think I read the Star Wars book before I saw the movie. That tells you, kids, what you used to do back in the day, man. Because I read like Lord of the Rings and all that stuff before I even saw the movie. But yeah, you would read books. I'm telling you, man. Kids don't read books now. But yeah, that was it, man. You read the book. Yeah, I think I did. I read the Star Wars book. I remember reading the whole book, and then when you went and watched the movie, you're like, wait a minute, where was all the stuff that was in the book in the movie? They didn't put half the stuff that was in the book. It was kind of hard to follow. They got into more detail. And later I found out that they had cut out a lot of the dialogue between certain people, and that was more in the book. Yeah, I did too. They had the cartoons, but they didn't do the books justice. The books were way detailed. Reading like Lord of the Rings and all that stuff. I mean, that got way into the, um, the who the characters were and who the fathers were and all the history of them and all that. Way, way, way detailed. And when you watch the movie, it was like not as intense. But yeah, I used to watch it all the time. You sometimes they were nothing really good. I know the old ones, yeah, the Hobbit cartoon and I think it was the Return of the King was actually a cartoon. Books were better, exercise your mind a little more. We used to have all the cool stuff, and yeah, some of them weren't even movies, they were just the books. And then later they did make movies out of them, but been a while. I read a book. Yeah, exactly. I saw one. It was like deleted scenes from, I think it was Star Wars. Yeah, and they were showing the interaction between the different characters that they cut out in the movie, and it was a lot more was in the book. I guess they cut it out because of no time. Wasn't very interesting. People didn't really want to hear all that. But I hate when they do that. Sometimes they cut some scenes out that really make much more sense. But they just cut it out for time. Sometimes it doesn't really go in there. Highlander, they did that with one of the scenes from Highlander, and it was like a key to the movie, and like they had cut it out. They put it back in the remastered one, but one little scene they cut out would have made so much more sense to people. I guess they didn't think it was interesting or whatever. They just like, we'll cut it out. We don't care. You don't need to know this. Time, I guess. And I remember when Star Wars first came out, they had a lot more scenes that they wanted to do, but they didn't have the budget. Like the part where he was talking to Jabba, and they didn't have the character actually. They didn't have the technology to make that character, and then so they did like a stand-in person, and later that's when they added those scenes in, but they didn't have the technology to make that stuff back in the 70s, I guess. Yeah, later they added the whole scene with Jabba the Hutt. Made it the creature and all that. But originally, yeah, it was somebody that was a stand-in for Jabba. I guess they were going to do it, but then they didn't have the budget. They didn't have the technology, so they just said, we'll scrap this. We'll scrap the scene. And later they did do it later. when they had the technology and all that. Because back in the 70s, they really didn't have all that stuff back then. I don't know. Yeah, that was a terrible movie, man. That Wonder Woman 84, it made no sense. It was like, okay, we'll just make a movie, call it 84. We'll briefly put in scenes about trying on clothes or whatever. It was dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Yeah. Sometimes they do that, and it's just like, it makes no sense to the movie. I've seen a few like that where they come up with a good idea, but they did not pull it off. Yeah, that's true. They later they do that in bonus footage and all that. True. That's what I was saying. I was talking about that earlier about how they're doing reboots and everything, and yeah. And usually they don't do a very good job with these reboots, and storylines are not good. There's a couple other ones that I remember seeing that they did them, and it's just they didn't turn out right. Should have left them alone. Yeah, but the thing is, they need to pull it off correctly. And sometimes they get these people in there, and they just they do it to do it, and the actor choices are not very good. Yeah, storylines stink. They totally changed the characters and stuff, and some of them, most of these superhero people, I can't get into them. Like to watch that. What was that? Shazam. That was stupid. They're actually making a new one with Shazam. Forget the subtitle of it, but that's a new one. Yeah, a whole bunch of other ones too. True, true, true. I'm still old school with the series. I don't know. And I like the first season, not the season where they made her into something else. Exactly, man. When I think Wonder Woman, I think Linda Carter. There's no comparison. I don't know. Good idea, but nah. It's like you always see the original one maybe that you grew up with. And it was like Batman, the original Catwoman. Yeah, I did see the preview for the Batman. I don't know. Could be good. Yeah. Yeah, I did see her in there briefly. Still looking good for her age. But yeah. I don't know. Most of the superhero movies now, I don't know. Not Back from the Day. Not as good. I think they kind of rush them and they don't develop the series, the storyline very good. Oh yeah, I think I did hear something about that. I don't, um, oh, okay. You know what? I watched that movie and it was like I kind of tuned all the stuff out till the very end when she made that, bigger cameo. But yeah, I don't know. Just wait to see if they have anything good coming out. But there's not a lot of stuff that I'm really excited about seeing right now. If you get rid of all the superhero movies and some of these other ones, not much out there. Not to look forward to anyway. I'd like to see some really good comedies and stuff like that, but they're just not doing that right now. It's all the superheroes, all the other stuff. Yeah, I don't remember. Tell you the truth, like I said, I watched the movie and it was like, okay, yeah, yeah. Once they started getting ridiculous with her character and made her fly with the lasso, and she was able to twirl it around and fly and all that crazy stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe that was it. It got ridiculous. Yeah, sometimes these movies, I give up on them. Just get too crazy and yeah. I think some of the other ones were not very good either. When I watched that other one, the um, Justice League, that's a long one. If you want to watch a movie that's 4.5 hours, go for it. Well, like I said, but I thought that was a little far-fetched. Yeah, but hey, who knows? She could use the lasso to fly, but not her invisible jet. As far as I know, Wonder Woman didn't fly. Isis did. I haven't really kept track of the Disney stuff too much. Yeah, trying to just new stuff that comes out here and there, but yeah, I think they're coming out with Ghostbusters soon, the new one. That's kind of one that I want to see. Oh yeah, the last one was it Endgame? Was that one like 4 hours? Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I remember that Isis could fly and Shazam Captain Marvel. And when they changed Captain Marvel into a woman, that's like, wait a minute. That makes no sense. It's like, hold on, guys, don't change these things. Yep. Couldn't get into those as much either. I'm good for about 2 hours and then after that, it's like a little bit long. Yeah, let's see what else. There was oh, okay, yeah. What else? I hadn't heard too much new stuff coming up. I'm waiting for the series to come out. I know Discovery's coming out in November. Picard's going to be coming out soon, but I think next year. Yeah, leave all the old stuff. Let it rest in peace. Don't bring it back. Yeah, Picard. I don't think the Mandalorian's probably coming out with new ones soon. They got the new ones coming out. Strange New Worlds, but I think that's not till 22. What's the other one? Prodigy is going to be like an animated Star Trek with Janeway. That one looked kind of cool. A few other series and stuff that are coming out. Still waiting on some of mine. Some of them they're still filming, so they probably won't be out till next year. But I've been kind of going and watching some of the other ones, and I know some of them probably won't be out for another year or two. Yeah, you know what? I never really watched the DuckTales all that much. I do remember it from cartoons. I'm waiting for them to bring back some of these older ones. I don't know if they're going to do them again, like Popeye and live action stuff. Love to see the cartoons do a live action film. I did see something that was coming out for live action, but I can't remember what one it was. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, true. Wasn't one with Kathy Lee Crosby? Oh, and you know what they're gonna do one, and it's I don't know if I want to watch it. It's not coming out for. It was his first movie too. They're gonna do one, and it's not gonna come out for like probably another year or two. They started filming it. I can't tell you who it was. I can't remember the guy's name. But they're gonna ruin it. Not that they've already ruined it enough. They're filming a movie called Wonka. It's gonna be a prequel to Willy Wonka, where he meets the Oompa Loompas. I don't know. They redid it with Johnny Depp, and that was horrible. And now they're gonna make a whole nother one with somebody else. Put him in as Willy Wonka, where he meets the Oompa Loompas, and when he was young, I guess, when he started his factory. And I think they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna put the final nail in the coffin. That's what I said. I think they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it. I got somebody that I've never heard of playing Willy Wonka. Yeah, I don't think so. They just started. I guess doing the screenplay or whatever for it. It is the best. That's my favorite movie. And they did the reboot, and it was awful. They changed it, and it wasn't the same. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder was the best. As far as I'm concerned, he'll be the only Willy Wonka. They can't replace him. They can't make other people. Not the same. But hey, it's all about the money. It's all about cashing in on things. So hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know why they want to redo all these things and come up with different versions of them. You should just leave them alone and let the original stay. Man, well, it is what it is. They're gonna make the money when they can and cash in all the people. And I remember seeing the thing about the guy that created Willy Wonka didn't want him to ever do anything afterwards, and then after he died, I guess somehow they got the rights to do it. Yeah, occasionally some of the remakes are a little bit better. But very few. Very few are the remakes ever better. Like I said, the ones that are classics, leave them alone. Don't redo them. Let them stand. Like they did that with Fantastic Four. They did like 2 remakes. So yeah. What was the other one? A bunch of ones that they've done the remakes, and some of them were horrible. I know I was watching some and I was like, oh my god, this is awful. They did the new Bill and Ted one was not very good. They waited too long. Woody Woodpecker, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember too much. I'd like to see some of the old cartoons make a comeback, but I don't think they're going to do those. There are no more Saturday morning cartoons anymore. Not like I remember. You wake up on Saturday morning and you'd see like, yeah, Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner. Not the old ones. But they do not have those on anymore. Not on regular TV. They have them on like Cartoon Channel and whatnot. But yeah, no, not the same. That was part of the fun of waking up. Excuse me. So, yeah. What else did I hear? I'm trying to work on other stuff. I've been trying to watch other things that I've got recorded, series too that I've been trying to get into, catching up on some of the other wrestling and some of the other series that I've been watching now that they're starting to come back. What else? Hmm. Yeah, true. Let's see. Hmm. That's really about it. Just trying to um, work on some other stuff, and probably be tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow night, probably for a little while anyway. And provided, hopefully, it will not be raining here all weekend. Been kind of wet lately, so yeah. It actually rained a little bit today, which was good. We need the rain. We need the all that stuff. So, been trying to stay inside a little bit, keep out of the rain. Like I said, I've been trying to work on recipes for casseroles and soups and slow cooker stuff, stuff to keep you warm. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I've just been trying to take it easy. Been working on a lot of stuff. I've been busy with the food reviews, also the food testing, and getting everything straight. I really haven't looked for things in the store lately because stores are kind of running low on things, and they don't always get things in there. But I've still got a lot of reviews coming out, new items that stay tuned for. I think this week coming up, I'm doing Carl's Jr.'s one, and I think what was the other one? Another one. I can't remember what the other one. Can't remember what the other one was. I know I got a Carl's Jr.'s and I got a another one. But I got a whole lot of new stuff coming up, so stay tuned for that. Also, I'm gonna try and get some of these Halloween candies out there. Reviews on some of the Halloween candies. I found a few. They should be interesting. You might get a couple after Halloween just because I tried to get them out. And like I said, I sent away for a whole lot of samples of little things. Nothing really major, but some of the stuff that I'll be getting. Like I said, I sent away for this. Yeah. Sent away for this. I'll be doing a review on these. These are called Vita Energy Caffeinated Mints. I found a lot of things where you could send away for a free free sample. But you just had to pay the shipping, and some of the shipping was only like $1.99. Those are the ones that are okay, but the ones that said, send away for a free sample, and you pay the shipping, and the shipping was like $18. It's like, no. So I got, other drink mixes and a whole bunch of other little things I sent away for. I don't know. Trying to get rid of. I had a whole bunch of cards that the virtual cards that I had online, and they give you a certain amount, and I had like $1 or $2 left on them. True. So I found things that that were like cheap shipping, and get them for $1. Or I'd go over to Taco Bell and get their dollar menu. Use up my last little bit on there, because I'd have like, I got a whole bunch that have like 25 cents on them, 50 cents. $2.11. Oh, hey, Ginger. But, yeah, and you can't cash them in. So I got a whole bunch of them with like under $1 on them. But, yeah, trying to find some. Yeah, I got that one cat was sent to me from Jeff's famous jerky. Someone sent it to me. They made it themselves, and so I put it up there now. Yep. Nope, they won't. It's all about the quest for money. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I think I got enough cats for now. Keep them there in the background. Just hanging out. And the real cats are sleeping, thankfully. Tazzy's asleep, and I think Ziggy's somewhere sleeping too. So that will be good. Like I said, it's been kind of rough getting cat food for them. The stores are not stocking everything. I don't know. Kind of out of touch with the cartoon situation. So yes, yeah, and I haven't really got too much new stuff coming. I'm gonna work with the stuff I already have. Yeah, and like I said, I still got a lot of. I got piles of candies and snacks and stuff like that. I still got to try. Got a lot of stuff that I've got to edit that I've already got recorded. Got to put those up. A bunch of reviews that I've done for new items. I got to get those up. Yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Well, they've already done it. Several movies. Chipwrecked. What was the other one? Squeakquel. A few other ones too. Yeah, they got a bunch. They've already done them, so yeah, who knows what they're gonna. Nothing's safe anymore from the reboots, movies, TV shows, books. I don't know. Yeah, so let's see what else. Yeah, just trying to keep a handle on what's going on here. And like I said, it's been raining lately, so trying to stay inside a little bit. It's probably gonna rain all weekend, off and on anyway. I don't know. So let's see what else. I hope you guys have been staying inside, staying safe. I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but it's starting to rain a little bit here, and we need the rain too. That's a good thing. We needed the rain. We haven't had a whole lot. We were like in a drought, so we're getting a little, but not like tons of rain, but enough to get a little bit. And that's what I kind of remember this time of year, Halloween time. Cold and rainy, and definitely a big shift, because like about a week or two ago we were in the hundreds, so it certainly took a. Hey, Michael. Taco guy. How's it going? Long time no see. You guys have been busy over there, and hopefully good to see you guys around. Yeah, I hear that. I've been busy myself. Hopefully, if things all go well, man, next month, I don't know. I don't know how next month's gonna go. I got I don't want to say too much about it, but I got something coming up at the beginning of the month, and it could mean that my whole November is going to be completely booked. So, but I won't know. I'm hoping it turns out good. There's good and bad with that one though. So we'll see. Because if things work out, I'll book like for almost every day of November. And the only trouble with that is, yeah, I gotta put aside the thing. I gotta get there every day, and I gotta, you know. So I don't know. There's like a preliminary thing, and then they let me know if they're gonna select me for all these other future dates, and it'd be good if it happens. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. And the other thing is, I gotta lay out the expenses for the whole month. So, yeah, we'll see. But other than that, yeah. But yes, I've been doing the reviews, doing food testing, filming videos, research, a whole lot of stuff. So, yeah, trying to get through all these other things too. Yeah, I did another beef jerky review today, so I will get through all those beef jerky flavors eventually. Thank you for Jeff for sending those out. They're actually really good. This is one I tried tonight. Actually, it's not too bad. I got the orange mango beef jerky. A little sweet, but not bad. So I had to work on that one. Yeah, I got about another 8 or 10 flavors left. All right, thanks, Michael. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I hope everything goes well for you. Say hi to everybody over there. I know you guys are busy and you don't get to do much lives lately, so. But that's how it goes. I understand. Sometimes you gotta deal with what's going on. Yeah, you guys gotta take care of yourselves first. So. Yeah. I've seen that happen to a lot of people. They just don't have the time. They got other things going on. Some people just don't have the time anymore. And I could totally understand that. Seems like lately, yeah, I've been having to, during the week, it's kind of busy for me. I don't get to do as much as I used to do. So, eventually I get to it. Yeah, I don't follow the cartoons as much, so. Let's see, what else? not too much else, guys. So I'm gonna think about wrapping some of this up and getting a little bit of sleep tonight. It's been a long day. I had a lot of stuff I had to do, and I still gotta work on things. I will be back tomorrow. Go live and work on some other stuff. Appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. I know some people are a little bit yeah, so I appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out for a little while, taking part in the chat, and yeah. So I'm gonna pack it all up for tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll figure something else out. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow night. Everybody have a good weekend if I don't see you between now and then. And take it easy, stay inside, stay safe, and yeah, find something good to watch, something good to eat or whatever. So, all right, guys. Okay, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great one. And I'm out of here. So, good night, guys.